What is up, guys? Mega Gabby back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about E3 and what it means for Halo Mega Constructs. So, as a lot of you know, Halo Infinite is going to be getting a lot of like a gameplay reveal and hopefully some other stuff at E3. Gosh, it's Sunday, and so I just wanted to talk about what that could mean for Mega Constructs and what it can mean for the community as a whole. First off, hopefully they're going to show new characters, and that will mean that we are able to actually see them in Mega Construx form. A lot of characters have been pushed back out of Halo Hero series because they haven't been announced in the game, and so Mega wants to save that for 343 to announce. The first one that I'm most excited for is Jaeger Redomni, and he is probably one of the coolest elites I've ever seen. He just looks like he has such a unique head mold. He has that cool red energy sword, and I can't wait to see him. Another one that I want to see is Tovarus, and he kind of is less exciting for me than Yeager because I like the elites a little more, as most of you know. But anyway, this could be a lot of this could be the start of a lot of other brute characters that we could see in Mega Construx form, and that would be awesome, especially if they get announced alongside with sets that are, banished theme. And I'm going to talk about the possibilities for those vehicles later. This is the first UNSC vehicle that I wanted to talk about, and it's called the Razorback. It was announced by 343, but we think that it may have leaked in Mega Construx form from a factory leak. But anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. I think it's awesome. I love troop transport vehicles. They add so much to dioramas, in my opinion, and it would be kind of nice if it was in this color. Don't get me wrong, I love the Warthog green. I think everyone does, but it would be nice to have a different UNSC vehicle color, and you could, add a little bit more interesting looks to dioramas. And also the true transport part of it would make it awesome too. So hopefully this comes, and hopefully it stays in this color, and if not this color, maybe a dark blue. The next is one of the most important things to me that I hope comes out is hopefully they show us a banished Wraith in engine, like in the game, because that would allow Mega to release the set, obviously, and it would add so much to banished dioramas. Right now, the banished are supposed to be intimidating, and to a degree they are. They have some cool stuff, but it would add so much if they had a big, heavy vehicle like a Wraith, especially if they do it as well as I hope they can and make it really look intimidating. I would love to have this in some banished dioramas coming up. So yeah, the Wraith, one of the most important, probably there's one in mind that I think is the most important vehicle for the banished to have, but the Wraith is not far behind. The next is the banished blisterback. Sorry, I think that this is such a unique vehicle. We don't really have anything that looks exactly like this in Mega. We have some other stuff like the Covenant Walker and things like that, but I think this one would be so much more intimidating. Again, adding to that banished intimidation factor. But I think that this could really maybe open up the way for the Scarab. Like the designers could be working on this and then move from this to the Scarab. I think it'd be really cool, really interesting, and hopefully they would add a named character with this set. And I think that that's actually what would happen because this could be some sort of boss battle in game. At least that's what I would be guessing. And so hopefully they do this. Hopefully Mega can announce it. Although I personally think this would be coming down the line rather than sooner. The next is the most important vehicle, in my opinion, for all of this, like for all the infinite lines, basically, or all the infinite line, is the banished Phantom. A troop transport vehicle for the Covenant, an air troop transport vehicle, is so important to dioramas because you can have troops coming from anywhere, because you have to have them coming from like a side or something, and coming from the air is just so interesting and so different. So I hope that Mega can do something even close to this Brickman 117 mock. He did an incredible job. I hope that they can get anywhere near this, and I think that they can. Hopefully, it has some really unique figures like the Spirit did when it released with Halo 5. And honestly, if they made this and then a normal Covenant Phantom, I would be absolutely thrilled. This thing has so much potential, and people would absolutely love it, even more than the Pelican. And it would be such a cool companion piece to Pelican. The next is the Rhino tank. This one I don't think is as likely, but I think it's very possible. Um, I think that tanks add so much to dioramas, and I didn't really recognize how important they were until I started adding my tank to my dioramas, and they really just help the look, in my opinion. So hopefully this would be a great set that you could have fighting against the banished Phantom and Wraith. I think it looks awesome, and tanks right now are super expensive for people to buy, so I hope that they release this so you guys would have a chance to get it for, not $200 like a lot of the tanks are going for now. But yeah, this could be a really awesome set, and I hope they announce it. The next thing is kind of silly. It's very silly actually, and it's the banished jackal like sniper. I don't know why I want a banished jackal sniper so bad. I think that I saw a picture of it in the gameplay trailer they released a few weeks ago, and I thought it was so cool. And I think that if they do anything near as good as this Jazzwares version of it, I think I'd be so happy. The Jackal has a peg hole, so it has a place for a helmet. So if they make the helmet look this good, I would be thrilled. And that carbine would be really nice to get too. So hopefully they show more of this Jackal, and maybe even Mega will announce a figure like this during E3. That's what I'm really, really hoping for, is just like during E3 announcements. The next is, I said the Phantom was the most important vehicle. This is the most important set, in my opinion, would be a Forerunner structure. In Halo CE, you fight on this structure like pretty much throughout the whole game, or you fight on these little structures, and you have little like skirmishes and things like that. And I think a set like this would be amazing. And if it's for a reasonable price, I would buy so many of them. I think that if they nail this, this could be a diorama changing structure, and people would just be so happy with it. Me personally, especially, I think that they could do this, and in that dark or like kind of bright gray they have, it look really nice, and I'd be happy to get it. The next is one of the most sought after UNSC vehicles. For me personally, I'd agree. The Falcon is a troop transport as well as an attack vehicle, and I think that this set could come. I mean, I'm not 100% convinced by any means, but they are kind of dipping into that Reach style. If you've seen the concept art that they released, they have a lot of Reach armors. Maybe they'll go back to Reach vehicles as well. They might have to make it a little bigger to fit the new articulation figures, because I know it really doesn't fit them that well in its current form, like the old model they had. But if they do, it would be incredible. I'd buy it in several different colors. This is probably my favorite UNSC vehicle, especially air vehicle. So hopefully they release this, and hopefully they, do it in a way that's really unique. Next is the final thing, and it is the Flood. This would change Halo Mega Construx, in my opinion. This adds a whole new faction, and it's not just any faction that you could have. It's one of the factions people care the most about, and it hasn't been done in years. The old articulation figures still look great, but we need them to be moved, to the new articulation and to look even better. If they do this, they would make so much money. So many people would army build them. I personally think that this is going to be down the line. I don't think that the Flood are going to be in the initial Halo Infinite stuff, but I think they're going to be added in DLC. So I'm assuming it'll come later, but if it comes now, I would be absolutely thrilled. And I think the whole community would be thrilled. Anyway, this has been Mega Gabby. I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about, what will be coming, what new sets are possible, just everything related to Halo Mega Construx and what E3 could mean for it. And I'd also really love to hear your opinions. What do you want to see at E3? What do you guys want to, or what sets do you guys think are going to come out? And yeah, I think that's everything. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I really am excited for E3, and I hope you guys are too. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.